just don't do anything. In case you see that the risk is going to be too high, you just scrap the whole idea. Then you can accept the risk. When accepting the risk, you're accepting full responsibility of if something goes wrong. So if you are
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. Sorry for this first timely comma. Just network. We've been trying to reach out network. So, without taking more of our time, my name is Elizabeth Enefa. I am the facility management operation for Max-Migold, and also the customer manager. So today I'm going to be taking off on our lesson for today. The human-centric facility management. Okay, so I would say that you bear with me. There might be a bit distraction and all, but please bear with me. Just trying to get the slide in while I'm trying to get the slide in while Mr. Aki, can you help with the slide? All right, beautiful. I can leave this. Is my audio clear enough? Can you all hear me and see me clearly now?
Yes, your audio is clear.
Hello?
Yes, your audio is clear.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Let me just increase my volume. One minute. All right. So, as mentioned earlier, the first slide, please, the objective, the course objective. Course objective, please. Okay, so in today's class, we're going to be talking about the principles and importance of human-centric in facility management, okay? Why is human-centric? Why is it important in facility management? Please, just 1 minute. 1 minute, please, excuse me. All right, sorry about that. I'm really sorry. We're going to be talking about the principles and importance of human-centric in facility management. Why is this important in our environment, okay, where we have what we do? Why is human-centric important? We're also going to talk about, at the end of this class, we should be able to understand the different strategies, identify the strategies to enhance occupant satisfaction and their well-being in your facilities, Why are you there? Okay, what makes you a facility manager? The particular space you are managing, why is it important that these occupants, why is it important that the occupants are, they are the how do I call it? They're the focus, okay? They're the focus there. We're going to also talk about that. Leverage technology and data to improve the user's experience. The space you're managing, okay? Technology, okay? Introducing technology in facility management, okay? We're also going to be looking at that. And sustainability, how to develop sustainability practice that positively impacts building users, and how to apply best practice and innovation solutions to create people's focus and to create people's focused environment. So it's a lot of things for us to take in, all right? It's a lot of lessons for us to take in, but gradually as facility managers, we are going to see how this course, how it's going to impact us, even in not only in a place of work, but about in our churches, in our home, you know, where we find ourselves, all right? So in a layman's English, okay, let me use that word. In a layman's English, I'll say human-centric refers to the approaches, the technology, the system that prioritize human needs, their value and experience, while bringing in, integrating technologies for usable and sustainability, okay? So I'll take that again. The approaches, like if you want to do something, this is how it's going to be done, right? That's the approach. That is what's human-centric on the system that prioritizes the human needs and values and experience for us to render services to these people we are doing for, we're working with, okay? So that's majorly what we're going to be talking about. Next slide, please. So we're going to look at the modules, right? The modules we'll be looking at today: introduction to human-centric, like I've just explained, the role of facility manager in enhancing users' experience, okay? You as a facility manager, what is your role? What is your role in ensuring that these people you are working with, they understand, they can use these things that you are implementing, all right? Designing for comfort and well-being. You know, sometimes when you just see some people, they'll just build house, they just do this, they just do that. The users, are they comfortable? Okay. Yes, the users, are they comfortable? Is this something that everyone is okay with? Okay, so designing for comfort and well-being, not because you like it, but because you feel like these people would be able to see value in this. Okay, sustainability and its human impact. Okay, we're going to talk about sustainability, how we ourselves can be an impact, okay, in ensuring that sustainability is, I mean, it's a broad thing, but here in this part of this country, we are not there yet. But of course, what is the impact? What role do we have to play there? Okay, technology in human-centric facility management, FM, integrating technology. I mean, today, the world we have today, everything is on technology. If there's this, there have to be that. If there's this, technology have to be involved. Okay, so how does this also come in facility management? Measuring success in human-centric FM, and then the conclusion. So, okay, these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 modules, 7 course modules we're going to be talking about today. And I hope we all enjoy the class. All right, so introduction to human-centric facility management, understanding the concept of human-centric facility management. Like I defined earlier, okay? Human-centric means the approach, right? For us to be able to give these people what they want, okay? Comfort. For us to give these people comfort, that's the word, okay? focuses on prioritizing the need, comfort, and well-being of facility occupants. You see, the whole essence is we are focusing on, you're working with company ABC, right? Your focus is to ensure that company ABC enjoys your service, all right? What do they need to increase sales? What do they need to ensure? No, I mean, we're talking about the occupants right here now. What do they need to be comfortable? Is it the car park? Is it the lights? So the focus, that is what we're going to, that is what we are talking about when we talk about what we say human-centric, okay? Emphasizes designing and managing space that enhance users and productivity. All right, hey, stop. All right, we enhance design, manage space to ensure that our users have a good experience and productivity. Incorporates health and safety and accessibility into facility management practice. All right, how can we incorporate health and safety and accessibility into facility management practice, especially health and safety? Okay. Well, I'm grateful today that we have a lot of HSC courses that we take in facility management. When there's facility management, there's always safety, okay? So when looking at the comfortability we are offering to these people, we should also always look into the health and safety aspect of it, okay? Align facility operation with occupant expectation and organizational goals. As a facility manager, we have our own expectations, as well as we should also put in mind that the people we would be working with, they also have their expectations. Your organizations have their goal at the end of year 2024, we should be able to achieve ABC in this place, you know. Let us also ensure that the occupant expectations are also met. And that's why we have an SLA, okay? That's why we have an SLA, service level agreement in facility management, okay? Balance technology advancements with a human-centered approach to improve engagement. I'm trying to see how to explain this now. Balance technological advancement. You know, today we are not in the world where we were before. I remember before we usually have asset register, maybe we go place one by one to create it and all that and all that. But today we can just use a scanner to just scan things. What does that mean? Be upgraded, okay? If we are in 2024, don't be in 2022 technology or 2021, okay? Let there be improvement, let there be good improvement in your technology. I mean, be advanced in your technology. Don't just be backward on what was, not be updated. That's it. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, still talking about the introduction to human-centric facility management. All right, so enhance employee satisfaction, productivity, and retention by creating comfortable environments. Now, these people are our people, right? The people we're working with, we are there because of them. Are we together? And if they don't get comfort for what they are paying for, they would say, oh, I don't think these people are doing the right thing. I don't think these people are capable of rendering this service. Let us look for another company, okay? It is always important that their satisfaction should always come up first, okay? Let us ensure that our occupants will create a very safe and comfortable environment for them, okay? If your occupant said, oh, I don't want this here, I want this is how this should be done. You as a facility manager, you think this is not what it should be. You can one or two ways find a way to speak with them and say, oh, okay, this is what we think. If we take it this way, it will be better than what you have suggested. You know, discuss with them, give them options for their own comfortability. That way they'll be like, okay, I reason with you. Okay, we can do it this way, all right? Promote health and well-being through facility designed for safety accessibility. Yes, we've talked about this. Promote health. Don't build 5-story building without an elevator, because you want them to do what now? To be using the staircase or something. Okay. Don't build 25-story building without an escape route. Okay. So as much as possible in our designs, in our technologies, let us always promote health and safety for our occupants. Okay. Build stronger connections between facility operations and organizational cultural. I'll repeat that. Build stronger connections between facility operations and organizational cultural. What does that mean? Because I'm just here to work. I'm just here to work. Have good connections with your people. Have good connections with your company. You had the one in between your company and also these people these people you're working with. All right. Always ensure that there is a good connection. Okay. If tomorrow company ABC doesn't need your services, okay, they can refer you. They can refer your company, and that goes to good service delivery. All right. When you have a good service delivery, your company would not have issues with you. Your occupants would not have issues with you. Everything are going to be in line, and things go on well. Oh, I know a company that did this, they can do that. And from there, you get referrals because you create a good relationship, all right? Encourages user engagement and feedback for continuous improvement. Always ask your users for improvements. Always ask for a feedback, okay? Don't be scared. So I'm going to give an example. Earlier, during, like, when I was into this FM, I'm always scared to ask people, how do I do, how's the service or something, because I feel like they're going to say bad, or they're going to even do you know that as FM, even if you are doing your best, okay, your customers, your clients will say, they're trying. Do you know that? But over time, I learned to take that they are trying as a good feedback than not getting anything at all. So it is very important. Now, when they tell you they're trying, you now ask them, oh, so what areas do you think we can do better? All right. So it is always important that we even take the feedback and improve. So don't be scared of taking feedback from your people. Don't be scared of asking your customers or your clients, how do you do? Because these are the things that would help you improve, all right? Drive innovation by tailoring space to meet and evolving needs of occupants. The occupants' needs is always paramount, okay? It's always what they want, what needs to be done. I'm sorry? What needs to be done, okay? So if we have our customers, and we are giving them our best, okay, they would be happy. You will be in good terms with them, and you have more jobs. But if you're not in good terms with your occupants, if you are not helping them to see what is happening, helping them to see that, oh, I think this thing you are asking for is no longer in vogue. This is what it is now. This is what we can do. Don't give them an option of, no, we can't do this, so we can't do that, though. Always give an option of, oh, this is what is out now. We can make this happen instead of this. All right. So now, as a facility manager, what are your roles in enhancing users' experience? curating safe, comfortable, and productive environments. What are your roles as a facility manager? One, ensure safety through compliance with health and safety regulations and proactive risk management. Okay. Oh, we have this Lagos State. We have this Lagos State rules and regulation on health and safety. Help your people to understand it.
Peter, let me turn on that season from this plan.
Help your people to know that. Help your people to know that. Oh, this is what is safe. A lot of people are out there. They have a lot of things, but they don't understand the health, the risk associated to what they have if they are not protecting it very well. Now, it is your own responsibility as a facility manager to help them understand this. Okay? Optimize comfort by maintaining ideal temperature, lighting, and air quality. What's the popular thing now? Event centers. Okay? Event centers. You see some event centers, they will tell you our maximum is 1,000, 5,000. But what is the air quality there? It's very poor. Right? A conference hall. As a facility manager, wherever we find ourselves, okay, let us be a good practice. People will come to use your event center and then they'll be sweating and you will say you have ACs. Right? You have ACs there, but they're not working. Okay, so always ensure optimize comfort, okay, for your users as a facility manager. Enhance productivity by designing space that supports collaboration and effective workplace. If it's in a work environment, what's the word I'm going to use? Just ensure that everywhere is comfortable. If you are comfortable with it, every other person should be comfortable with it. Now, let's not forget that people's comforts are different, okay? I might want to have a desk that I don't want to use. I don't want any chair underneath that. I don't want anybody on my table or something about that, okay? But let us always enhance good productivity. And then enhance good productivity by putting up a design. If you think this is not working, so I'm used to doing something often in my home, maybe like every 6 months or every 1 year, I like to change space. Maybe I'm tired of seeing this dining table on this left side. I can just put it in the middle. I can just say, okay, I think this would do this. Every day, think about something that would give more comfort, all right, to your occupants. Then when we talk about temperature and lighting, let's not forget that the kind of light, the kind of space where they are, okay? You're building an office and you're building it close to the what's it called now? The window where there's going to be a lot of light ray. What is the plan? Are you putting a blind or something? So let us always ensure we put things like that in mind. Implement safe users technologies to streamline facility interaction and accessibility. The word there is safe users technology, all right? When we are building our gadgets, when we are building our what it is, okay? Let us ensure that these things are user-friendly. I've seen some homes where they have automations and, you know, these automations becomes nuisance. That's the word, okay? You can't off your light, you can't off this, you can't off that, one after the other. So let us build things, let us have things, let us implement things that are user-friendly to our occupants, okay? Continuously gather feedback to tailor facility services to users' needs and preference, all right? Feedback. Oh, Mr. Hebisi, how do you like your space? What do you think about it? What should we improve? How should we improve it, okay? And the funniest thing, you know, these people feels and understand that we are experts. We should know everything. I know there are some owners or Yeah, they just want you to use your head without giving you any description so that you can make mistakes and all that. But I tell you, if you are up to date with your technology advancements, you are up to date with your user-friendly thing, app and all that, you can give them a comfort. And they'll be like, oh, Mr. Bayo, this is very good. Thank you very much for putting this into order. Thank you very much. Okay. So let us always ensure that user-friendly technologies are what we use. When we are designing, we should always design for comfort, emphasis on comfort, okay, and well-being space optimization for occupant satisfaction. Let there be space. In our workplace, I know you have 500 occupants in your office or something, but ensure that everyone is comfortable. Account for everyone, not okay, you share this, you share that. No. Okay, if you are making a debt, if you are doing something, always think about what, how, why. Okay, what, how, and why. This is important, okay? The comfort of the occupants, the comfort of the users is very important. If we design and we just design something that just looks like a shrine or something, who's going to use it for you? Nobody, all right? So let us always ensure that we have in front, and usually in front, I will not say at the back, because if it's at the back, it's not going to do anything, but in front of our mind that these people need to be comfortable. We are here. Is someone saying something? Okay, we are here for them to be comfortable, okay? And when they are comfortable, when they like this place, they are happy. It means you as a facility manager, you are meeting your hands, okay? That's what it means. Eric, you want to continue the class? Can Eric mute, please? Okay, next slide, please. All right, so still goes on to their comfort. There's something sorry, can you go to the previous slide, please? Sorry, there's something I quickly need to pick out. Yes, so utilize ergonomic furnitures and layouts to enhance physical well-being. Please don't give me a chair that I have to be kneeling and be bending my neck when I'm using the table, when I'm trying to walk. Give me something comfortable. Provide comfort for your users. Provide comfort for your staff. Okay. Let them be able to sit down and sit right and do your work without not going home and having neck ache, back ache, or what's it called? High problem because of too much glare, too much light, back problem because they're not sitting right, the desk is too low, okay? Always ensure you provide the right furnitures, okay? Very important, the right furnitures for your staffs and also for those that walk around you and work with you, even in your church, okay? As a facility manager, always ensure that your church has a good chair. It's very important. You have more members. Yeah, people are not in church to feel comfortable, but it's important, okay? All right, thank you. Next slide, please. Introduce wellness focus features as fitness zones and meditation center, okay? Good girl. Sorry. Okay, encourage fitness. Encourage fitness. Maybe you can't build a gym, but you can encourage your staffs. Okay, you can encourage them that okay, this. You know, it's not every time work. Encourage meditation. 1 hour, 2 hours break, you know, do something different. All right. Develop programs that promote mental health, such as stress management workshop. All right. Okay, today we are going to have a road walk. Today we are going to, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Today we're going to have a road walk. Today we're going to talk about mental health. Today we're going to do something different from work. I mean, it helps. Yes, thank you. It unhears. Thank you. Go and watch TV. I'm coming, okay? It is their stress, okay? But if every day, every time, the same thing, target on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Monday to Friday, Saturday again, you're into it. And then how do you think your staffs would feel? All right, as an employer, help your employees to feel love, okay? Help your employees to feel love by creating time, by promoting mental health workshops. You know, invite do they call them motivational speaker or those in health line, invite them, oh, please, let's talk about this, about that in our organization. How can we improve this? All right. Facilitate activities through encouraging physical activities. But okay, yes, so I've just explained this. Thank you. Ensure access to clean water. Provide water for your people. Provide water, even if you can't give them food. Please provide water. It is very important. Okay, very, very important. Next slide, please. Yes, it's beautiful. Sustainability and its okay, go ahead. Sustainability and its human impact, promoting eco-friendly practice with human focus. What do we do? What does that mean? All these plenty things, what are we trying to say? Sustainability, we as human, how do we promote it? You as individual, it starts with you. What are those things you do? What are those things you practice to enhance sustainability in your workplace, in your church, in your home, in the society? Okay? Advocate for green buildings designs that enhance both sustainability and occupants' well-being. Fine, not everybody will be able to have money or budget for that, but as much as possible, as much as possible as a facility manager, talk about it. Are we together? Talk about it. Tell people about it. Oh, this is what it's going to bring. This is what it means for this. Okay, let's go. This is how it's going to help us. All right. So let us always advocate for that. Let us always talk about it. Okay. Implement waste reduction programs that involve and educate building users. Yes. Okay. So always ensure that. I think it's in this country that the only waste that I know that they try as much as possible to take out from every other waste is medical waste. All right. But sometimes I see companies use a lot of money. They segregate plastic, glass, and paper, you know, and before you know it, Loma will come. Okay. Before you know it, Loma will come, they'll just pour everything into the truck and, you know, but as much as often as possible, as well as we could, let us implement waste reduction program. Let us tell our people, let us educate people about it. Because now I always say it starts with you. If you don't do it, you cannot have the habit to do it. Do you eat something and throw the wrappers on the floor outside? Or do you just find a way to keep it, and when you get them, you dispose it properly? Disposal is one of our problems in this country. You just see everybody just fling things around. All right, so let us cultivate a good habit on that. Energy management, effective energy, utilize energy efficient system that ensures comfort without compromising environmental goals. Very important. Don't because don't because you want to, I'm trying to think about the word. It's not surprise. You want to, it will come. Let us use energies, sufficient energies that are, let us manage what we have. Okay, let us not, because we want to do one big thing or another, and do something wrong. all right? Encourage sustainability commuting options like bike rakes or EV charging stations. Communicate the human belief of sustainability, such as improved air quality and reduced energy costs. Okay, let us put all this in practice for us to be able to enjoy our sustainability. Next slide, please. Sustainability and it's still continues. Foster awareness campaigns to educate occupants on sustainability practice. Talk about it, teach people about it, create an awareness. I know there are some companies that, excuse me, every quarter or thereabout, they would excuse me, please, 1 minute. Okay, I know some companies that every now and then they just say, okay, every quarter they go out, create an awareness on something, okay? Zero sustainability, energy, and all that, okay? Be part of this, all right? Provide user-friendly recycling stations. I've mentioned this, user-friendly. Even though our dear Loma truck would come and turn everything together, but let us encourage it. Let us in our place of work, let us encourage waste segregation, all right? Waste segregation. Encourage energy savings behavior, such as turning off the light, AC, and all that. Water heater, AC, sockets, lights in a place of work. When you're no longer there, you turn it off. Cultivate that habit, not when I know there's been some places where there was an emergency, a fire outbreak, because there was a spark, and then from the spark, everything turns out bizarre, okay? So always cultivate the habit of turning off lights, turning off sockets, switches, fan, AC, and water heater too. Our water heater, we say we want the water hot. Once you finish using the water, turn it off, all right? And organize community, even like green challenge or sustainability workshop in your environment, all right? Share regular updates on facility sustainability achievement to inspire continued participation, all right? Next slide, please. Technology in human-centric facility management. Okay, yeah. So now we've talked about sustainability. This is the technology aspect. Okay, we've talked about sustainability. Let's talk about the technology aspect. I'm trying to join the meeting again because this might go off soon. Use smart HVAC system. Use smart HVAC system to optimize temperature and air quality for, there are some organizations, there are some places where we have, what's it called? Cassette ACs. And some people will tell you, oh, we are cold. Others will tell you, oh, I'm hot. Can you still see me? Oops, what have I pressed? Okay, some will say, oh, I'm cold. Others will say, oh, I'm hot. Create a balance. Have a technology that can create a balance for everyone. You don't have to every now and then go and be offering and owning AC because customer A is one person is not feeling comfortable and the other person is comfortable. Okay, create a balance. Use smart HVAC system that would help everybody to stay comfortable. All right. Implement intelligent light system that are sensor lights. All right, I've walked into places where if you're not there, the light is not going to on. You don't have to have switches or something. It's sensor. All right, so let us think about that. Let us integrate it in our buildings. All right, advanced security system. Okay, deploy digital collaboration tools and interactive space to boost productivity and communication. Okay, utilize occupant feedback. Sorry, I'll give you another one. I'm coming. Utilize occupant feedback technology to continuously improve facility services and experience. When your people say, oh, I think this services, I think this you've done is good, okay? Let's improve it. Let's do this, let's do that. You say that's a feedback. Okay. That's a feedback. How, what, where, when. I'll get you another one. Okay. Sorry, don't watch cartoon. So the thing is, how should it be done? When should it be done? All right. Let us always cultivate an habit of getting feedback, because it would not only improve us, but it would also help us have a good relationship with our users. Okay. Next slide. Okay, collect and analyze. Yes, so can you hear me? All right. Now, always go for, okay, so these people have talked about this. Don't just take the feedback, analyze it. Look into it. How can we improve on this? Okay? It means they're not just there. It means you can do better. It means there's room for improvement. Now, this room for improvement, how do we put it into consideration? All right, so it's always very important when we collect this feedback. Let us always analyze it and then analyze the feedback, okay, and data and the behavioral data to tailor the facility services. How can this help us to improve, as mentioned earlier? Okay, it said implement predictive analysis to address maintenance issue before they affect occupants. They've complained about this thing, okay? Before they complain about another thing, you as a facility manager, you should ensure that you are 1 or 2 ways ahead of them. Are we together? Before they, so a good example is AC. You're supposed to do your AC maintenance every 3 weeks, for example, or 2 weeks. Before the AC start giving issues or something, you should be up to date. Okay? You should ensure that, oh, before this thing, always check it. Always be on top of your game. That's the word. Always be on top of your game so that your users will be what's comfortable. All right? Utilize occupants and workspace utilization data to enhance operational effectiveness and reduce waste. Their feedback, what they've given, what they've said, what you've gathered, what you are doing, always use it, all right, for your operational effectiveness, which means improvement. Okay, if I'm going to use the lesser word, it means improvement. Okay, and then how do you use it to reduce waste? How do you use it to reduce energy? How do you use it to reduce cost? Okay, in everything, cost. All right. Okay, I'm here. Can you all see me? Is my audio coming in?
Yes.
All right, I would just continue from here. Okay, is this the next slide? Okay, so now how do we measure success in human-centric FM? key performance indicators of our SME. Now, gotten feedback from this tool. Okay, we've improved. We've talked about how we can improve, and we've improved on what they have talked about. How do we ensure? How do we record our success now? Occupant satisfaction score. Okay, you measure your overall happiness and contentment with the facility experience. You have a facility manager. Because this is what I always tell my people: you matter. You are an asset. Because without you, I won't be able to get this. Are we together? So you measure your happiness and contentment with the facility. Oh, these people, you look at the feedback, you look at how many good, how many excellent, all right? Then you use it to measure your occupant satisfaction and scores, all right? So if the activity have the way to be part of the design, facility of the activity. So measuring your employee productivity, okay? Health and well-being, factors life and economic when we're looking at the health and the well-being indicators, right? I mentioned earlier when we are providing furniture, when we are providing furniture in our workplace, let us provide comfort for our people, all right? You know, the number of falling sick can also determine comfortability of our people. I mean, every week, one or two of the staff. What does that tell you? What do you need to look into? Even if the facility you are not sustainable, what do you need to look into? What do you need to improve on? Why are these people falling in sick? Is it deliberate? Is it strength from work? You know, we've discussed about this earlier, but always look into their health and well-being, right? Retention and turnover rate, assess how facility design influence employee retention and loyalty. Feedback response time, measure the speed and effectiveness of addressing occupant concerns and requests. Why do you think it's especially facility management? Now you said if there is a faulty light in 20 minutes to be replaced, but if there's a faulty light in 1-3 hours, it's not replaced. What do you have to say about that? All these are being recorded. Your response time are being looked into, and when you're going to go for your feedback, these are the things these people, you will think they are not looking at this, you think they are not minding how happened, and they'll put it, oh, these people, you know, they are not doing this, they're not doing that. I remember I received one feedback from, I received feedback, okay, from one of our clients, and one of the things the young man wrote there was that he said the people are always on the material usually arrive late. I understand upon approval. You get. And when I read it, I just smiled and said, well, okay, upon approval. Yeah. But let your customers, let your clients say good about you, right? Let them say good about those that work for you. Let them say good about the work that is being done, right? Okay, next step. Okay, yes. So regular surveys and questionnaires, okay, implement tools to gather customer feedback for participation and satisfaction. It's never enough. You always need to get as much as possible because yes, I mentioned earlier, you cannot satisfy everyone. As much as possible, you can give in your best, and when your best is given, the customers will give you feedback. All right, real-time feedback mechanism utilize digital platforms and have, for instance, fast input and suggestions. Not every time you go with paper and pen, not every time you go with, sometimes, you know, send them survey links, send them links, okay, and have just open the circle for blah, 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 and all that, all right? Performance review and data analysis, regular analysis, expertise and data set, criteria needing improvement, right? We've mentioned this before. We've mentioned where have those things improvement. So action plans for continuous improvement, develop and implement strategies education based on selected feedback and insight. You only improve on feedback. If you don't get the feedback, you will think what you're doing is best. Are we together? So always ensure that you get feedback for you to improve, because that's the only way. Just imagine Toyota cars, for example. We have a lot of nice Toyota right now. But, let me just Honda, okay? I used to know Honda cars to be the kind of car that every now and then the tire is broken on the road, one thing happens or another. And over time, they keep improving and keep improving. You know, that is just one simple example I can use. Customer feedback are always very important. When we don't hear from them, we don't improve. We just think, oh, we are doing our best, we are doing this, we are doing that. If we don't hear from these people that use our services, we are good at okay. Regular training and development for FMC is very important. Train your staff. Employers, train your staff. Employees, when training are being paid for you, attend to the training. You attend the training with the mindset of having the certificate. Attend with the mindset of improving. Are we together? Because is what you know, that is what you would give. If you don't know, you would not do. And if you don't do, you will be how? If you don't give something relevant, that's the word. If you don't give something relevant, you'll be out of business. So please always ensure that training, valid training, important training that are related to your skills are being given to, are being approved, are being encouraged to the staff. Okay. All right. In conclusion, in conclusion, we talked about regular feedback. Okay. Continuous commitment to improvement. Continuous improvement, continuous commitment to improvement, okay? Regular refined processes, okay, based on feedback and performance metrics, right? Let us always ensure that we have a continuous commitment to improvement. If we don't have plans to improve, it means we are making plans to. If we don't have plans to improve, it means we are making plans to. But because we don't know to, we need to improve. And one of the ways we can improve is by asking our people how well we are doing. Ask for the performance, ask for customer surveys, customer feedback. All right. Enhance occupant satisfaction. Enhance occupant satisfaction. Prioritize strategies that direct improve the user's experience and well-being. All right. Occupant satisfaction. No, don't get it. Occupant satisfaction is very important. Your people should be satisfied. They should be like, oh, I like this work. These people have done well. These people are trying and all stuff like that. Okay. Data-driven decision making. Use insight from feedback system to drive informed and strategic facility management decisions. Right. Use insight from feedback system. Feedbacks are not one, it's not two, it's a lot of it. And when we get all this data, when we collect all this data together, we use it to make strategic facility management decisions. Even when we say, okay, this is what these people are saying, this is what these people are saying, this is what we need to do, this is how I think we should do this the next time, okay? Strengthen FM team effectiveness, empower facility management team with the tools and training needed for proactive problem solving. Encourage your team members, encourage yourself, even as an employer, to attend training. Okay? Attend training, attend relevant training, that's the word. Attend relevant training that would improve skills and proactive thinking among the staff. Okay. Strengthen, okay, yes, sustainable long-term success, all right? Build a culture of continuous improvement that ensures lasting occupant satisfaction and operational excellence. Build a culture of continuous improvement, which always ensure to have room for improvement, right? Have room for improvement. Help people to know that, oh, okay, see, it's not just about me, it's about you. Especially when we are rendering service, it's about you. And what you want is what we will do. But you as a facility manager, if someone is suggesting something wrong, doesn't mean that you would really do what is wrong. But because you're involved, you understand what is out there, you get their own idea and your own advanced idea, you put it together and you sell them. You sell it to them that, okay, this is what this is how we can do this. All right. And before you know it, they'll be like, oh, yes, I like this idea. This is a good one. And they would go, no, don't do that. And they would listen to you. I know that the need, focus, the comfort of our occupants, of our clients, the approaches we go through, give them all these things important. As service providers, facility managers, as employers, if we try as much as possible to put all this in practice that we learned and that other experience that we have, if we put them in practice, we will see that we are creating a safe workplace for our people and also for ourselves. Okay, and we get to improve. We get to improve. We get to have better results from our people. So as much as possible, let us continue the good work. Let us continue the good practice on the happy. So this is where we'll turn it off today. And I hope we've learned one or two things. In our next class, we'll be able to, next lunch hour, this is lunch hour. Okay, in our next lunch hour, we'll be able to also give you more important topics. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a nice afternoon.